Welcome to Inside the Game. It's Arshdeep Janda from Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi, and I've got a special guest. He's an AHL All-Star, the leading scorer on the Abbotsford Canucks, and of course the Vancouver Canucks prospect, Arshdeep Bains. Arsh, how's it going?
Good, good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. It's great to have you back. And first of all, I want to say congratulations. You are an AHL All-Star. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's it's pretty special. It sounds pretty good when you say it like that.
So you go from what Delta Hockey Academy, playing at the pro ranks last year for the very first year, to now an All Star. I know you're in it. Players when they're playing don't really look back at the journey, but pretty cool. A little bit of a ride here, a little bit, hasn't it been?
Yeah, for sure. I think yeah, like you said, when you're playing throughout the season, you don't really look back on how you got there, and it's been a pretty special journey from where I started. So yeah, it's been awesome, and I wouldn't change the route I took.
How'd you find out the news? Who broke it to you?
Yeah, I think it was on my birthday, so I was really special. I got called into Jeremy Colton's office, and he had RJ on the phone, our GM, and they both kind of gave me the news, and it was a really special birthday present, and it was awesome that the guys got to all find out on that day as well.
That's awesome, man. That's special, and not only for you. I know your family have talked to your parents and your dad, especially over the last couple of years. So not only a big moment for you, but your entire family. Looking back at the last 365 days, I talked to folks in the AHL, talked to people in and around the organization, saying, "Hey, Game One to the end of the season, Arsh was the most improved player. He took strides in season. You go into the off season." You go to training camp. Like when you went into the offseason, let's back it up a little bit. Like what was your mindset after having a great rookie season in year one? But what was your focus heading into year two?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss a beat from the end of the season, and I kind of had that step I still that I created in the past season, and I think everyone in fan and the management helped me kind of stay the course, and I got to play with some pretty good players at camp, and kind of got me get some confidence and just getting ready for the American League, and it was just right away. I think I started off good, so just trying to keep the ball rolling from last season to now, so it's been good.
Yeah, you were at one point also one of the leading goal scorer, sorry, the point scorer in the AHL. On top of that, though, like you talked about the training camp experience, going to Canucks camp, and not only being there for camp, but getting to play in 3 games, being alongside guys like Connor Garland and Pius Suter. Like, what did that experience teach you?
Yeah, I learned a lot from the training camp and playing those exhibition games. Just the pace that you got to play at to compete and make things happen, and not just being like on the outside trying to see what you really got to do to make an impact. So it was really nice to play with those veterans, and I learned a lot being able to play with those two, and just being around the guys for those couple weeks was really nice.
Going back to your days in junior, I remember when you signed your contract with the Vancouver Canucks. You talked about playing in Red Deer, playing in the Sutter system, which is not all about points. Even though you were the WHL's leading scorer, it was all about learning how to play a 200-foot game. Now you're at the pro level, and I know how Rick Tocchet deals with the NHL club. It's very much of, hey, you have to be responsible on both ends. Jeremy Colton, very much the same at the AHL level. When you talk about making strides on your complete game, how big of a focus has that been for you? You're picking up the points, but you're also penalty killing and doing a bunch of other things as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a big part of hockey, playing on both ends of the ice and being versatile like that. And I think that's kind of one of the big steps I learned. And when I was in my 20-year-old year, we had some obviously the Sutters and Connor Walchuk as my coach, and then coming into pro and Germany. And I think that's kind of just the standard when you're in professional hockey, that you got to be able to play at both ends of the ice. And you can kind of see that with the top guys in Van, how they compete at both ends, and they still find time and ice to perform and produce. So there's a little bit of a sweet area between all of that, and I think that's why you kind of are able to see guys like Pedersen and Miller and those guys playing PK and power play and producing. And not saying that's what I am, but those are guys I look up to. So it's just nice to see.
And a few of your teammates in the AHL at the Abbotsford level have also made it to the NHL. Some of them have stuck. Some of them, are guys that they lean on when there's injuries. Linus Karlsson, Niels Oman, others throughout the list as well. Looking at the second half of the year, when you're an AHL All-Star, I got to ask this question, Arsh. Do you focus on cracking the NHL club the second half of the year? Is that something that you've got maybe listed out as a goal for yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I think everybody, kind of has that dream and goal that to get a chance to play in the NHL. Like you said, we have some really good prospects and some guys that can help out Vancouver a lot. So it's super competitive and it's a good environment. And I think it's a good recipe to have some good hockey players coming out of the farm, out of the AHL.
Absolutely, and you're one of those guys that grew up in the market. You're from Surrey, proud of that, proud to represent your community. I just want to go back to the All-Star thing real quick here. What's it going to feel like to rep Surrey at an All-Star game?
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't think too many guys really get to do that, and for sure there's gonna be people looking and making sure that I'm gonna do my best there, and kind of show honor them and do it with pride. I think it's a privilege to go to the All-Star game, and I think it's going to be special that I get to do it for my hometown here.
And you're doing a great job already, man. You're doing an excellent job in your sophomore season with the Abbotsford Canucks, and wishing you the best of luck. You're a friend to Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi. You represent the community well, and you're welcome anytime on the program. So keep up the great work, Arsh.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, there he is, Arshdeep Bains of the Abbotsford Canucks, an AHL All-Star. So make sure to follow what he's doing in Abbotsford, and make sure to follow what we're doing here on Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.